Hi, this is Paul at Bluefoot Technology, a subdivision of Graphic Publications and the Holmes County Bargain Hunter. Today, our social media team has asked that I show you some of Facebook's new privacy settings inside the timeline. As you can see here, I'm logged into my profile. I can see my cover photo here and my profile picture here, some more about me information, and then my friends and photos and so on. So obviously, I can see all that information because it's my timeline. So the first thing we want to show you is how does the public view your timeline? And you can actually view that. So if I click this gearbox here below my cover photo, I get a drop-down menu and I can quickly choose View As. And that pulls up this tool where Facebook is actually showing me what my profile looks like to the public. And if you have your Facebook set up to show different things to different friends, which would take a lot of time, you can actually search by your friend's name and it'll show you, what that friend sees your timeline as, or it'll just show you here what's public. So here you can notice I have public my cover photo, which has to be in my profile photo, which you can't change. It has to be public. So if you don't want someone to know what you look like, then put up a picture of a banana or something. But here down below here it shows that where I worked and where I studied and my friends and photos. So I'm going to show you how to set up some of this stuff. So if you're ever kidnapped or whatever and you don't want anyone to know who you were or what you look like or where you worked and so on, you can actually set up those privacy settings, and I'll show you how to do that now. So at the very top of my Facebook profile here, I'm going to use this drop down button and I'm going to choose privacy settings. That'll take me to this page. There's a paragraph here I would suggest reading, and at the end of that paragraph there's a link that says edit your timeline info, and when you click that you go to this page, and by default Facebook annoyingly opens your info. Just cancel there. What I want to work here. Before I showed you it publicly, it was showing where I worked and where I went to college. Well, right beside here I have another drop down, and then I can make that public, which it is. We saw that. I can only show it to my friends, or I can only show it to me, or you can create custom rules. That again goes back to what friends see what. We won't quite get into all that today. That can be pretty time consuming. But this quick tip, I'm just going to say only me, and I don't want people to know that I went to Mount Union College, so I'll say only me. And then click Done Editing. So now if we go back to my profile and we check on the View as Public, you can see now that it's only saying that I went to West Holmes High School because, again, I went out into my privacy settings and I said I didn't want anybody to know where I worked or where I went to college. I don't care if they know I went to West Holmes High School. So you can quickly change your About Me information under your privacy settings. Okay, and then next here you can also decide how you want your friends, photos, and likes and subscriptions to show. So if you click on Friends on your profile, it'll take you obviously to a list of all your friends. Up here you have an Edit button. So if I click Edit, it's going to ask me who can see your full friend list on your timeline. Again, you see, we have another drop down. Right now I'm just showing it to the public. So I want only me to be able to see. So that's done. So if we go back to my profile, and then as far as my photos, that works very similar. So if I click on Photos, again it's going to take me to my photos. And then these actually have the drop down under each album. Again, the cover album is always public. You can't change that one. But maybe for my profile photos, maybe I only want friends to see that, or maybe you only want me to see that. So again, you can change your albums based on that. So if we go back to my profile, and finally likes would work the same way. So if I click on likes, that'll bring me to this page where I can edit. And maybe I don't want everyone to know what kind of music I like, so I can click Public and change that to only me, and then Done Editing. So if we go back to my profile again and go to the gearbox, because I want to view it and see what my friends see now, or see what the public sees now. Now you can notice that no one's seeing my friends, again, because I turned that to only me. Photos, they can still see photos, but if they go in there, they're not going to be able to see that album I just marked as only me. And then likes will work the same way. If someone clicks on my likes, they're no longer going to be able to see what type of music I like. So you can really use those privacy settings to lock down your timeline. And finally, the last thing I want to show you, another quick tip, is again under your under your drop down here at the top of your timeline, go to privacy settings. And if we scroll down the page here, there's a couple more things. This center section here shows you if you upload from a different app, usually just a smartphone, who's going to be able to see those posts from your smartphone. Right now I have this set to friends. If you have that set at public, I would recommend setting that to friends. By default, it is set to friends. But if you scroll down here, you have some more options of how do you connect to timeline and tagging, apps, ads and websites, limit the audience for past posts, and you can block people. I would highly recommend that you come in here and edit these settings. There's certain things like who can send you friend request. I have that marked as everyone, but if only friends of friends. If you only want friends of friends to be able to send you a friend request, you could change that here. There's also who can send you Facebook messages. I have that set as friends. And if you ever need more help or need more instructions on these things, you can always click to learn more in these pop-up windows. So I would highly recommend going through each one of these settings and setting those up so your privacy settings on your timeline are the way that you want them. That's it for now. If you have any questions, please contact me at pmoney@bluefoot.com. Thanks.